Hello, everybody. My name is J.A. Myers Montgomery, and I am a student at Southern University Law Center. Um, it currently is 12:32 a.m., and what originally started off as a Facebook post um, has now driven me to create a video. I realize that my generation responds to video much more rapidly than they do to written materials. And in order to be effective, I have to communicate effectively. So here it goes. It's been difficult for me for the last few weeks to watch my black brothers being killed in front of live audiences as onlookers watch helplessly. On a daily basis, I've turned on the news and I've seen levels of courage and frustration that has not been seen in years. Every day you see peaceful protesters stand in the face of armored trucks, armored tanks, assault rifles, and tear gas, day in and day out. Although I'm not there in person, I am there in spirit. I feel your pain, I feel your anger, and I feel your frustration. I care. I have not forgotten. I hear your cries for leadership and for advocacy. The black story hasn't been told properly because the black story requires that America dig deep into the dark parts of her history. It requires that America relive and answer for many of the injustices and abuses and atrocities that have been committed against the black community. That struggle, that story flows through the veins of every man, woman, and child of the enslaved African peoples that were brought here. And with every murdered child, every murdered black child, when their blood spills into the streets, that is our story that is spilling into the streets. And we as a community must flow into the streets just with the same tenacity and with the same fervor in which we're being enforced and being oppressed. I'm here to say that your protests have not been in vain. Our voices won't be silenced, but our voices won't be heard until we focus on independence and self-reliance. Our voices won't be heard until we stop patronizing the businesses that refuse to reinvest in our communities. There's no need for riot gear or rioting when our money does the talking for us. Their tanks and riot gear will be of no use when we vote into office those that share our perspective and think like us, that have our best interests in mind. We don't need their biased media coverage when we use our tax dollars to make sure that our children have quality education. And we don't have to worry about a system of injustice when we stop neglecting our duty as jurors and judge our own. We all have a responsibility and a role in this. It's not about pursuing your passions or your interests. This is about sacrificing for our children. This is about a sacrifice so that our children's future will be better than the world that we live in now. Thank you.